What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch Season 3, Episode 3 of The White Lotus. I do apologize for this episode being so late. I have been so sick, and every time I tried to film it, it got worse. But we're back. It's time to watch it. Last two episodes have been really goddamn good, I must say. I'm liking the characters. I'm liking the vibe. This show's format is one of the best formats on TV right now. I mean, there's just something so normal about it. Like, I don't feel like I'm watching a TV show. I feel like I'm just watching characters live their life at a hotel. Typically, they're assholes, and it's funny to watch them go live their life. So, I'm ready to see more of it. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. And if you enjoy the content that I make on the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's get into it. Jesus. Creepy dream sequence? Shit feels like Death Stranding or something like that. I was gonna say, but the minute I saw them pills, I was like, is this Victoria?
This is what it looks like before a tsunami.
Lachlan with some women? Ah, shit, we gotta break down the symbolism. She fearing a coming storm about to hit her family. Oh my god. Yeah. Ugh. Man, creepy ass, don't look at me like that.
Kidding me. I met like 15 years ago. Vietnamese guy, worked at Mark and Bradford Division Nation. Anyway.
It's so funny, I'm pretty sure last week you guys were telling me that the voice on the phone was Kiwi Kwan, was an actor I've never heard of. Coincidentally, I just learned about him this past week. He's I like that. I love that guy. Oh, what a shot! Stop it, White Lotus. What are you trying to do? This is, I mean, it's an HBO show, and you would also have to assume that Mike White is a part of this, but like, this is one of the most beautiful looking shows I've ever witnessed.
Good morning.
Oh, my most anticipated storyline. Okay, who's gonna talk shit on who this episode?
You like it? So fun. Oh, thank you. You're amazing.
I'm gonna go see where he's at Bangkok.
I just remember I was on the beach and it was night, and our house was there, right by the water. Then there was a tsunami.
Could be some kind of warning.
Yeah, huzzah!
Predict the future now.
Okay, they might not predict
It's the White Lotus. I would lean towards it. Saxon, how do you not know you're not in the White Lotus?
unconscious.
Yeah, and we all dream about fire and snakes because we're all afraid of fire and snakes. I mean, it's not that deep.
You know, you don't know everything.
Just somewhere.
Oh, well, you know, I kind of do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, he is, oh my sweet baby Jesus.
In my home, the artistic side was not encouraged.
That was an incredible
Let's see him put his
show.
acting side on.
Oh, thank you so much.
No, really, you have so much presence. I mean, Elan, as they say. Really. God, wow, I am in the entertainment business.
Okay, so she's now gonna start to realize, like, hey, something is related to them.
Well, I'm not sure if you're still interested in doing that, but something tells me that you might be.
He's so slimy. What
This
can I say?
director
You know what I
that
mean?
I'm working with. I would love for him to meet you.
His name's Quentin.
Into that, do you take meetings? He's a lot of fun, really, and I bet you are a lot of fun. I don't know. I think that you guys would just really hit it off. He's in Bangkok, though.
Chelsea gonna wander up?
That would be great.
Yeah.
You gonna see anything?
Well, I really want to make this happen. Sritala.
Sitala. Sitala.
Sitala?
Sitala.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
the name's getting more confusing as we go on.
Sitala.
Is Fabian gonna...
Sitala.
Sitala.
Fabian, I don't know what his role is this season, because he's the only sort of head of the hotel so far in the show that isn't a main character. So I can't imagine that his role would be that big.
I didn't get your name, but anyway.
Fabian.
Fabian's gonna have a big moment at the end. What was that?
What was that about?
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Scorpio. So secretive. I'm an Aries. I need everything out in the open.
Oh my God, I need weed.
Just tell me what's going on.
It doesn't concern you.
Rick is like Chelsea's TV show, soap opera. She just sits back and watches.
Partner Rick.
Good morning.
Hello.
I wanted to remind you of our session this morning.
I have a migraine.
Dude,
I really look forward to working with you.
both of these guys, I mean, I'm such a big Walton Goggins fan, as I've said 20 times throughout the season so far. And also, Chelsea's actor, Amy Lou Wood, I believe, has made me fall in love. These two guys have to be my favorite characters.
I just want to give you a heads up. Tomorrow, I'm going to Bangkok.
Why? What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe you'll meet a guy richer than me, and you can sponge off him.
I don't want another guy.
I'm your soulmate, Rick.
How can you be my soulmate? Our signs aren't even compatible.
Trying to push me away, buddy?
Good morning.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. Hot thief.
Today, maybe you'd like a session with one of our energy healers?
What is an energy healer?
Well, we work to heal issues in your body using energy and your chakras.
Okay, so you just like massage me.
Does that mean that you're an energy healer?
Something I do, yes.
Oh, very cool.
Laurie, get on that.
3 years now.
Wow. Wait, so you...
Criminal alert. Him and Mook.
And where in Russia are you from?
Although last week I was called sexist for accusing Mook, so maybe I might back off.
Vladivostok.
Actually, I have a tattoo of it right here.
Yeah, I got another one a little up further.
What did you do there?
I worked in shipping.
Did you come here with any family?
That's cringy, flirty, cringy.
Thank you. Ladies, I will see you in an hour.
Carrie Coon, please. No, who said that? Come on, Belinda, show me what you're made of. What are you doing this season? Are you gonna go head to head with the Gregster?
And they give you demonstrations. Then tonight, I thought we could have dinner and talk through everything.
Yes, sir.
Yindi club.
Come on, we need Belinda to get some game too. This whole, I just want sex. I just want everyone to have sex. Except this guy. Except this bumpkin. Except this loser. And this weird family. He is freaking the fuck out. I forget exactly what I spoke about. About, like...
There's a lot going on.
His stuff going on last episode.
Yeah, is something wrong?
It's above your pay grade, guys. I could see a world in which the FBI appears for him. I could see a world in which the FBI appears somewhere else. So not even the FBI, just authorities. You know what I mean? And he freaks out and thinks it's about him and starts a whole thing.
Let me do my job, and I'll get right back to you. All right? Hang tight.
This is horrible. So I know he got like it was a 10 or 15 million. Is that like, was that his startup money? Or is that just something he did like on the side one day and he was already rich before that but became super rich after that?
หัวหายเจ็บหรือยัง
ผมเป็นคนหัวแข็งอยู่แล้วครับ
เธอกล้า
I don't know. He's so sweet.
แต่ฉัน
Like
ขอบใจเธอมากจริงๆนะ เธอทำงานได้ดีมาก
แล้วผมก็ภูมิใจมาก
I don't want him to keep going for Mook because Mook doesn't want it. I want him to stop that immediately. But I really like him. He's sweet.
ต้องการบริการเพิ่ม ผมยินดีรับใช้อย่างยิ่งเลยนะครับ
ขอบใจจะไก่ต๊อก
Cause I also like, yeah, don't fucking look at me like that. Like, I don't know. Mook gave me a weird feeling. I don't necessarily have a shit ton of information to back it up, so I'm not throwing the full weight of my accusations at her. But she was weird last episode.
He didn't even run. He just stood there.
Oh, gonna be. Stop fighting it. Just let it happen. Let it take you.
But also firm. The only other thing that I have scheduled
I love her accent so much.
to treatment.
Corrective posture?
Honey, you should go.
You need it badly. I need it too.
This, the creatine, some peanut butter. What kind of milks do you have?
Goat, oat, cow.
Dad, did my phone just ring?
No.
Sounded like a rat.
I don't really think it fucking did, Saxon.
And I changed my mind. You know, Piper's right. It's nonstop with the phones. So, let's do it.
In a minute.
Let's do it. Let's give our phones to Pam.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you kidding me?
It's a rare thing that we're together like this.
I'm afraid that the thing with the White Lotus, I keep going into each season with the expectation that it's always going to end up worse. And for the most part, other than the people who die, it usually does end up better.
But you got your...
So saying that, I make a lot of predictions for this family. I think that they might end up a little stronger by the end of it. Except for Tim.
Yeah.
I think that, I could see a world in which he sort of forces himself to be with his family for the last couple days that are together.
Give her my phone because Piper's having some sort of Buddhist identity crisis?
You can live for 5 days without your precious phone.
No, we traveled 35 hours to Thailand for you, okay? You always get what you want.
You get everything you want all the
Piper,
time.
you always get what you want.
You bunch of children.
No, I don't have a ton going on at work right now, but I still need to be available, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to build my own client list here.
I understand. But son, Bud, you know, I'm so impressed by you.
A lot of this little kid's face.
I mean, I know I tell you this all the time, Dad, but I love working. You know? And I love working with you.
Look, we both know how gratifying work is. But, I mean, there's got to be more to life, right, than just success.
I don't know. Money talks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's try it. It'll be a great experiment.
Sure. Okay.
This music. I love when the music kicks in slowly.
I'm not going to be reachable?
No.
No.
No?
No, let's walk away
Dad,
clean. No, we'll come back in a week, refreshed, and then we'll take over the world. Huh? You and me, pal. What do you say?
Manipulation, my favorite.
My phone. What?
Oh, he's gonna have to sneak into the office and take it.
Bye-bye.
I love Sam. She's of the sort of more minor workers this season. She's obviously been my favorite.
Shall we?
Why is this kind of giving me SpongeBob vibes? Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, Chelsea is absolutely fed up with him. Has this guy gotten game before? Go get it, Lori, go get it.
And then slowly step your right foot forward or lightly jump.
Great shots right there. You gonna watch? Oh, we having another one? Okay. I don't know. I gotta watch her intently now. Don't be okay. Look, guy talk. You can't be super creepy.
ขอตัวก่อนนะโอเคเดี๋ยวตามไปว่าไงพี่ต๊อก เป็นไงบ้างเรานี่หายเจ็บหัวหรือยัง
ก็
I gotta read into every single word she says now.
พี่อยากจะบอกว่าเมื่อเช้าอ่ะพี่ได้ไปคุยกับคุณศิตลาด้วย
Don't talk yourself
ก็
up.
คุณศิตลาก็ชมว่าพี่
Gaita, come on, man. You're losing your aura.
พี่ก็จะรีบไปเลย
จริงเหรอพี่พูดงั้นจริงเหรอเนี่ย
ใช่
งั้นพี่ก็จะไปจากสมุยอะสิ
ถ้ามุกมากกับพี่ด้วย
I don't know. Stop, Gaitak.
พูดออกไปอ่ะ
ดีแล้วแหละพี่ตอบ
จริงๆพี่ก็แค่อยากบอกมุกเรื่องนี้
Just leave her alone. For your own interest. I mean, she might be evil.
ไปหาใหม่นะ
โอเคจ้ะ
I don't want you to get hurt, Gaitak. This man's sweating all the
Done a lot
time.
of bad things.
Are you a hitman? Are you a con man?
I made a lot of mistakes.
Are you seeking revenge? Are you seeking connection?
And yeah, my father, he was a good man. He was a decent man. But I never got to know him, you know, because he was murdered.
Did Hollinger kill him?
And I can't get my life back.
Purposefully or not, that is up to be decided, but...
Maybe I can still get some satisfaction.
Okay, yeah. Well, that could be leading me somewhere, but that right there kind of feels like he wants to get revenge. Come on, Piper. Let's get into your head a little bit. Are you here to escape your family? Are you going to try to leave? Do you actually believe in this sort of religion mindset? Spirituality?
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Piper Ratliff. I've been emailing with Buren.
Oh, okay.
Buren is not here.
Oh, I'm visiting from America this week, and he said he was going to set up a meeting with me.
Okay, hey, I didn't have faith in her.
Because I'm considering the year program. I'm finishing college, and then I would start this summer.
Lumpo cannot meet today.
That's fine. Is there a day?
Maybe Friday at 2?
2 o'clock. Okay. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
See you Friday.
See you Friday. Bye.
Wow, that went smoothly. Yeah, it looks like she's sort of maybe infatuated by the culture. Obviously, she's doing a thesis on it, but maybe she's not doing a thesis. Maybe it's just sort of... I don't know. Maybe she currently is doing a thesis, and throughout the course of the week, she might really fall in love with it. More than she expected. Wow. I want this treatment. Let Valentine do this treatment to me. Who said that? You are a dirty, dirty criminal. What that is a shot. Dude, this is... I didn't think it, like... I think that this season might be the most creative, like, and most visually striking.
A lot of big personalities in my family.
You meet people on their plane of reality. But what is your reality?
I thought this was about helping me with my posture.
It's about your identity.
Now you have your left foot on right knee. You're protecting yourself with your female side.
Left is female side?
How long is this session?
Is he questioning his gender identity as well as his sexuality?
Barry barely ever talks to me. He's so secretive.
Same!
He has an ex-wife, but he never talks about her. All I know is that she was a real mental patient.
Yeah?
Yeah. How
Yep.
bad? Like, killed herself bad.
Oh. The poor woman. How did she kill herself? Oh, Tanya!
He just walked out into the ocean and kept going and never came back.
He's slandering your name.
Hey.
You mind if I sit here? Not getting good sunlight over there.
Sure.
Hey, hold up. Hold up. Is this gonna be his way to get some game?
Hey, I'm Saxon, by the way.
Cut all the crap. Bitch, I said you're bad. You want some?
I hear you're a douche.
These criminals. I don't want to be rude to the locals, but these criminals in the back.
ดีครับพี่ไก่ต๊อกเรียกกินเป็นไก่โต้งอ่ะมึงอยากเป็นบริการเขาบ้าง ผมไม่ได้
What's your guys' problem? This sweet guy.
ผมรู้ว่าเฟเบียนอยากไล่มึงออกก็ตายโชคดีที่คุณศรีตลาแกใจดีคุณเก็บมึงเอาไว้เชี่ยมึงทำงานให้มันคุ้มค่าเงินหน่อยดิวะไอ้สัสไก่ต๊อกไก่ตุ๊ดมั้งนี่พี่กูว่าไก่ตุ๊ดได้
Like you're lame. You're losers and you're lame. Again, I don't want to sound like a guy talk simp because I'm not. I'm not defending him with everything he does. But he's very sweet and he's very positive. I really like that.
You want to get fucked up?
It's 2 in the afternoon.
So what?
Can we wait a couple hours?
With Chloe and Gary.
Why?
Why do you keep dragging me along with these guys?
It'll be really nice.
Cobra show.
Show.
What?
Snake show.
What? Snake show.
Proud of you for giving up your phone. I know that was hard.
Thanks, babe.
You seem tired. Why don't you take a nap?
I don't do naps, you know that.
Dude, this man looks like he's going to spontaneously combust. I don't blame him. He's about to get... He's either going to get thrown in jail by the end of the season, or he's going to be one of the people who died.
Oh, I gotta get ready for my massage.
You need to go get yourself a massage, my man. I mean, I've never gotten one, so I don't personally buy into it. But if everyone else is so for it, you gotta try it at least. Toby doesn't have a history of any sort of substance abuse. It's to where he like takes all of her shit.
They're venomous snakes.
I still got a right to live free.
Oh, he views himself as a venomous snake. Do not let them out, my man. Hi? Who do you view it as? You view it as you? Do you view it as your father?
Don't get sneaky.
Oh, he is letting one of these guys out.
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, dude, this cinematography's killing. Oh my god. It's dying! Help him!
It's okay. It's okay. You're free.
Yeah, this music. You're gonna get bit right in the face. Get away. Oh my god, he's like Slytherin. You're gonna speak to him. Get Jason Isaacs in here. Yeah, he views these as like a mini him, I would think. Dangerous animal who feels like he's been locked up, put down.
What are you doing?
You dumbass Rick.
Where are they?
Hospital. At the hospital.
Die? It's your fault.
Why would you release a cobra?
It was fun.
I think the weed that I was smoking was laced.
I mean, Chelsea, you've had 2 brushes with death in 2 days.
One every day.
Oh, tomorrow.
What boat?
Gary has a boat. And he's invited some people and they want us to come.
Well, I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good time.
Come on, Gary. I want to hear you talk to Belinda. Okay, who's gonna talk shit here?
Today, Lori, with Valentine.
It was interesting.
Did he get his energy inside?
It was kind of intimate. I haven't been not touched by a man like that in a long time.
With stuff like that,
I haven't been not touched.
Witchy. To me, that's what I like about it. Yeah, because like Christianity and most religions, they're made for men, right? The father sacrifices the son.
Sure.
The son.
I don't like religion, so.
I get a lot out of going to church. I love the people. It's very moving.
I didn't know you went to church.
Oh,
I would have
We go.
immediately clocked that, to be quite honest.
Is it like a real Texan church, like with Bible thumpers?
Yes, sir.
The people are, more conservative than like LA people or like New York.
Is that weird for you?
Why would it be weird?
I don't know. If I was just around a bunch of Texans who voted for Trump, I guess I just feel a little.
I love Donald Trump.
They're nice people. Really good families.
I would get Trumper vibes.
Politics with him?
Sometimes.
Oh, it doesn't get awkward?
She's been converted, guys.
Why would it?
Because. Wait. Are you a Republican?
No.
Vacation's over.
I'm an independent. But Dave is.
And I did vote for Donald Trump 83 times.
Since when?
You didn't vote for Trump, though, did you?
Look at her evil face. Of course she did.
Are we really going to talk about Trump tonight?
Oh, we're talking to each other tonight about this Trump stuff.
And I will take you if you ever come visit me in Austin.
I can't wait to get down
I
there.
really want to come.
It ruined the whole vibe. Hey, that's what you get. It's a vibe ruiner.
Everybody's so genuine and nobody's jaded.
You're not in the loop yet. All that stuff is going on.
My friend.
Wow.
He was my boss, actually. He died in this freak accident at work.
The GOAT! The greatest character in the history of the White Lotus.
My own spa, so I could be my own boss. Something I've always wanted to do.
How long ago was
Of
this?
course, she flakes.
Like you still been thinking about this?
Some guy she just met.
Do you know what he looks like? I mean, you obviously gave Greg the looks last episode.
I saw someone yesterday, and I knew I recognized him, but I think he.
It's fucking detective-ass music. Oh no, Belinda.
Good evening, everybody. Really sorry to interrupt, but do I know you?
Hey.
I work at the White Lotus in Maui, and I'm pretty sure I met you there.
Nah, I don't think so.
Craig, isn't it?
No!
Huh. Really? Did you date a woman named Tony McQuad?
Me?
Dude, Belinda, you're going to get killed.
You must have a doppelganger then.
You're gonna get murdered, Belinda, if you keep talking. Belinda, I'm so scared for you. Belinda, you met him? When did you meet him? I don't remember.
Anyway, sorry to bother you guys.
Dude, you just challenged a serial killer.
Told you, Gary, all you bald white guys look alike.
He's got murder on his mind.
Hey, tomorrow's the full moon, you guys. And it's supposed to be like a really big holiday here. And I got us invited on a guy's yacht.
Oh my god. Is all of our characters All of our main characters are gonna be on Gary's boat. Gonna lock eyes? Be careful, Belinda. Murder? Murderer! That's a murderer! Be careful, Belinda. It's so cringy and creepy and it's going around. I don't like it. I love the theme song. I don't know what people are talking about. I did not like in the theme song this year.
มีเช้าตอนเข้ามาเราต้องมานั่งประชุมคุณฟาเบียนหน่อยนะประชุมเรื่องอะไรครับคือเรื่องที่ถูกปล้นวันนั้นแหละ7 โมงเช้า
I mean
ไม่มีปัญหาใช่ไหมครับเอาไว้คุยกันพรุ่งนี้ดีกว่า
You did fumble, like me being so smart and perfect and everything. I know that Valentine is the devil. But looking at it from an outside perspective, I would have blamed Guy Tug.
You're not gonna get rid of me that easy.
Are they gonna kill her?
I'll follow you into the next life and the next. You'll never get rid of me.
I don't like the creepy music going on in the background. And every character is connected to death. So like it's hard to like be like, oh, that's foreshadowing, because they're not gonna kill every character.
You're insane.
That's why you love me, baby.
You have to walk me all the way back.
Is he going to confront her?
Thank you.
He's waiting in the dark room.
No, really.
Come on.
Thank you for
Come on.
dinner and
Come on in.
today. I had a great time.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
I hope you have good dreams with me.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Come on a little bit. Come on.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh my god, we got Albie over here not making a move. It's gonna be like a fucking message on a bed, written in blood. Watch your fucking back.
What you dreaming about, porn shy?
You, baby. You know what I'm saying? Scorpion? Creepy animal? We're fine.
What is that?
We're fine. Uh-oh. And they're gonna laughing about her being a Trumpy. It's never ending! These guys are so hate-filled and insecure. Oh my god, these guys are so... Well, I will say, I must say, this is the only... This is the first time where I've been okay with the gossip, because this is insane. I mean...
Still kind of in shock.
But they're literally, like, act like elementary schoolers. I mean, I could see a world in which could see a world, it's probably, she's just trying to fit in with her new crowd, so to speak. Whether or not it's on purpose or subconscious, I don't know, but... He's going crazy. Going overboard.
You want one of my pills?
Yeah, he's gonna double dip.
Don't take drugs.
They really work.
This man's got a history. I don't know, it feels like the episode's about to end. Has every episode ended with Tim? Victoria? I feel like every single episode has ended with Tim and Victoria. That was another fantastic episode of The White Lotus's 3rd season. I really like all the characters. I feel like they've been the two focused on characters the most so far. Something I do like about the structure of The White Lotus, I feel like each group is on their own time, if that makes sense. They don't like hold a story back so that it lines up with everything else. No, some stories get wrapped up within the first 5 episodes. You know what I mean? Some get really focused on at the last couple. So saying that, Rick and Chelsea have definitely been the 2 most focused characters so far. And I have no complaints. I mean, they are so entertaining. both of those actors are phenomenal. The characters keep me, you know what I mean? They're so charismatic and interesting and weird, and they fit perfectly for the vibe of the White Lotus as a show. And then obviously not just that, but like the sort of, I don't want to call it a mystery, but the stuff that's brewing in the background with Rick and Hollinger is very intriguing. It's very intriguing because, again, my favorite thing about the White Lotus probably is this whole mystery at the end, and how, in my opinion, I don't think it's predictable at all. Like, there's so many ways that they could take it, and they foreshadow so many different things that you can't really go, oh, well, this will obviously happen because this was foreshadowed, but 20 other things are foreshadowed. So I can't really have a set in stone prediction about it. So, but I don't know. I'm loving it. I'm loving all the characters. Guy Talk. Well, for those two guys that Guy Talk was talking about, or talking with, was there any realism, or not realism, truth in what they were speaking about with Sritala being the one to save him? And did Fabian actually want to fire him? I mean, obviously he's having a meeting with Fabian next episode, but I don't know. I do not know. I didn't get weird vibes from Mook this episode. I don't know if it was just a conspiracy theorist talking to me, but I didn't pick up on any other extra details that would lead me down the path that I was once believing. Again, I'm still 100% Valentine is, you know what I mean? They're building him up as this perfect, hot, sexy, you know, person. There's going to be a deeper sort of level or layer beneath that. And obviously, whether it was just coincidental, which it was so perfect that it can't be coincidental, him being there for the robbery, distracting Guy Talk. He has to be involved, I would think. And again, I don't think that there's been any exact information to make me think that Mook is involved, but it's just something about episode 2 really made me go, something's off here. So I don't know. But again, I want to repeat, I don't think that I was given anything extra this episode to make me really strongly feel that, you know, she was a part of it. So what are you gonna do? Very interesting, the start off of this episode. And another thing too, I really do feel like each episode has ended with Tim and Victoria, which is very interesting. That would make me, again, that'd be one of those sort of subconscious things that makes me believe that they are going to be heavily involved in the final killing, you know, murder or whatever it is. And I feel like that dream is very telling. I mean, you think back to, you know, season 1, any of the dreams were very revealing, or even in season 2, any of Tanya's sort of visions or predictions came exactly true. They were like, you know, riddles. So obviously, you know, looking at that dream, and I'm not some sort of, you know, psychologist or something like that, so I'm not gonna be able to perfectly pick it apart. But you know, a storm is coming, the FBI thing, and Victoria just took it. If that makes sense, I don't know if that's the right word. Just, you know, walked into it. So I could see a world in which she finds out about this whole thing. You know, Tim eventually caves in and tells her, and she doesn't fight it, and she tries to get Tim not to fight it, and just accept it and accept the consequences of what happened. I could definitely see that. But Lachlan was there too, with 2 women around him. I don't know. And Lachlan's very interesting too. Obviously, I think I'll say this. As of right now, Portia's still number 1. I love Portia. But I think of like the younger characters that are sort of finding themselves or exploring themselves in the show so far. You know, each season having a couple of them. I think Lachlan might be my second favorite. His sort of almost feels like a journey of self-discovery. Feels very realistic. It feels, you know what I mean? It just feels like someone who doesn't really have an identity and is searching for something. Again, whether or not that is sexual orientation related, or maybe even there's a slight like gender aspect to it. I don't know. I've never heard of that left side thing with the femininity or whatever. But hey, I don't know. I'm not really gonna look at the way he's sitting, but just something like the posture. I mean, I feel like it's a more common thing in my generation, just because we don't really go outside as much as humans probably should. But you know, as someone who struggled with posture before, it's so like it's something you think about all the time. Like you feel off, you feel weird, and I could easily see that being sort of a source of not necessarily like having no identity, but just being a little off with your identity. It feels like you're always off. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not really good at explaining it. But I'm even sure. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I do it a lot. Like I'm always fidgeting in my chair. So it's something you do always think about. And if there is that sort of connection to a feminine side or a masculine side, that could sort of lead me to believe that he is struggling. And not even just with maybe his personal, like I said, I don't want to immediately jump to conclusions and say it is a gender thing. But maybe just a thing, you know, like whether or not he sort of identifies himself more with women or men, you know, who he likes to be more around. I don't know. There does seem to be sort of a vibe of not like fighting over Lachlan, but I mean, I feel like the family is, you know, 2 girls, 2 guys, and then Lachlan is somewhere like floating in the middle, and he keeps getting like pulled back and forth, and maybe he just doesn't. He's not confident with who he is. He's not confident with his position in the family. That I don't know, and obviously it connects to his choice of college as well. That's sort of floating around in his head. Piper did have contact with this monk or whatever, so she's not completely like. It's not a complete scheme, or not as in like it was something evil or bad or anything like that. Just I thought that maybe she might have had ulterior motives. I don't really think so, but I do think that she is also going on a journey of self-discovery. And I don't know. I could definitely see a world, like I said, the FBI is probably going to show up for Tim and probably Victoria, and I could see that the kids sort of reacting in very different ways, with Piper, you know, sort of being okay with staying here and living her life here, where someone like Saxon will sort of flip out. But I don't know. Something I said during the middle of the episode, with a show like this, I do normally sort of predict or think a little more negatively than what actually ends up happening. Like I said, other than the character that dies each season, or the multiple characters, whatever, but each storyline typically ends on a high note, like sort of a rejuvenation of a relationship, or you know, a personal growth. It typically ends pretty goddamn positively. So that's something that I do have to keep in mind. The first 2 seasons, I really sort of thought negatively for most of the season. And it did come to fruition, and they could change that up, but I don't think they will. I think that there is a growth and evolution to the characters in the White Lotus, so I need to sort of reshape how my mind thinks about those characters, if that makes any sense. Saying that, you know, characters like the 3 girls who I've been absolutely loving. I like the I've spoken many times about my love for Carrie Coon, but Leslie Bibb and Michelle Monaghan. I also talked about how I like Monaghan, but Leslie Bibb has also I really liked her as well. I could definitely see a world, because it's starting off very negative. Like they are all just taking turns shit talking each other. It feels like your classic like high school, you know what I mean, girls trio. I could definitely see a world in which they grow a little closer together by the end of it. Again, that's the duality of the White Lotus. It's either I see them getting a little closer together, or I see them killing each other in a Western standoff. No in between. So, but I am really liking their characters. I'm liking this Laurie stuff. I could see, again, My prediction now is that that relationship will be better by the end of the season. But as with most things, before it can get better, it's probably going to get worse. There's probably going to be a couple yelling matches. I could definitely see a world, and because I don't know, Kate, I don't know. I could see a world in which Laurie has a relationship with Valentine, and then Kate gets jealous and tries to do something. You know, even though she has a husband, I could still see a world of which she's jealous that Laurie can go out and do anything. Because that's the thing with this sort of relationship. Each of them are doing okay. They're doing their own thing, but each of them are sort of jealous of different aspects of each other's lives, if that makes any sense. You know, one second, Kate could be bragging about the fact that she has a happy life with her husband, and then turn around and be jealous that she's stuck with her husband. It could be a lot of sort of hypocritical, up and down thoughts, depending on their mood or the situation they're in. They can be jealous of different things. I think that humans are very, very, very hypocritical people. And you know, like I said, those opinions change so fast, depending on, especially, again, I don't want to call Kate a full-blown asshole or anything like that, but I think so far out of all three of them, she's the one who sort of sees herself not above them, but just like she's a shit starter, if that makes sense. And the thing with shit starters is that they will always find a reason to be angry or upset or jealous or want to brag. So even if the last thing they bragged about is the exact opposite of the thing they're currently bragging about, they still want to brag. But yeah, I've spoken about it a lot in these last two seasons, and I spoke about it with my friend who's also watched The White Lotus. I really love the format of this show. I've described it on the channel as like nothing. Not that nothing is happening, but nothing needs to happen. The story isn't like, okay, we need to get from point A to point B with character development and arcs, and no, it's literally just different groups at a hotel, just chilling out. That's it. Obviously, some of them go on journeys of self-discovery, or relationships get worse, or relationships get better. They learn more about each other. That's an obvious thing. That's going to happen. But it doesn't need to be like point A to point B. It's just people existing. And it helps that, you know, Mike White and his team, they create some of the most lovable / hateable, relatable characters I've ever seen on TV. I mean, they feel really realistic. And it also helps that all of these actors that are showcased in the show are perfect for the roles they're playing. So I really like it. I really, 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 really like it. The final thing I want to talk about, I guess, you know, just looking at everything real quick, it's going to be this Belinda stuff. I'm scared. I mean, her confronting the devil right to his face, that is... like, I don't know. Like, it's good, but at the same time, I just don't know. I would assume that they're going to flash back to them meeting at a point, like, off-screen that happened in Season 1. We don't need it, but at least they're going to talk about it. Because, again, as I said last week, I really don't remember them meeting. I don't think that they did. I don't think that they even saw each other. So, I don't know. I love that we got an Armand mention, though. I'll repeat it. I've had this opinion since the first season. Even though I think that Season 2 has been my favorite so far, and I see potential for Season 3 to surpass Season 2. Still to this day, Armand is my favorite character from this show. Bartlett was fantastic in the role, and I really liked seeing him mention. I really liked seeing Belinda still care, still mourn for him, because he was a good guy. And he's not like some like angel. He did a very assholey thing to sort of kick off the entire season, so to speak, with Shane. But he seemed like an okay person. And I did really like getting that mention of him. But anyway, going back to this Greg stuff. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared for Chloe as well. I mean, I could see a world in which Greg finds out about... Well, first of all, I can see a world... Not a world. I'll guarantee this. I'll book it down. Chloe and Saxon are going to get some game on. Again, whether or not Greg actually cares about that, because it doesn't feel like he really loves her. It just feels like a sort of, get a pretty woman next to me, have some fun, spend my money sort of thing. So I don't think that he would be like jealous, but I could see a world in which he would, you know, lash out if he saw cheating or anything like that. If he sees Belinda again, sort of getting up on him, I could see a world in which Rick and Chelsea get a little suspicious of him, try to investigate. There's a lot of ways you can take this Greg storyline, and I think to simplify it, to really simplify it, either by the end of this season, Greg is going to get his comeuppance with jail time, probably due to Belinda finding something out and doing something, or he's going to get away with it again. And I don't know which one I prefer, because I mean, at the same time, like, as much as I want him to get his comeuppance for doing that shit to Tanya, I do like Greg. I mean, not as in like he's my favorite character, but as in like I like him as like this cool, slimy, calculated, in the background, pulling strings. I really like it. So whichever way that they go with it, I'm entertained. And Belinda at the end feels like she's being watched, maybe suspicious of something. I don't know. She is on the, I would say, the right path, but it could also be the wrong path. She could be, you know, wiped up and all this stuff going on. So I am scared, to be honest. But hey. The final thing that I will speak about, just I want, so far I think that the only character whom I want more of is Mook. I feel like so far out of all the main characters, she's the one I've gotten less focus on, and like I said, I like her. I like Mook and I like Guy Talk, and I think Guy Talk is really sweet and a nice person. And I don't even think that he's like going extra hard, like being creepy to Mook. I want him to stop, like take a hint. But I also I don't think that Mook is like completely like disgusted with him, like some of these other workers. And like I said, if the prediction of Mook working with Valentine is of some validity, I could see a world in which they are romantically together. And if that's the case, then that's obviously why she's not, you know, biting, so to speak. You guys know what I mean. I'm not using weird vocabulary like that, but I could see a world in which that's the reason why Mook doesn't want to date Guy Tucker, or is actually trying to actively push him away, because she does find him sweet and maybe a little attractive, but also doesn't want him to get wrapped up into all this because of his innocence. I could definitely see something like that, and sort of, if Guy Tuck keeps pushing, I could see a world in which Mook would actually have to handle it. So, like I said, I'm scared, but I really liked this episode. I'm liking this whole season. I think that's going to be it for me. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I'll say it again. I really apologize for this episode taking so long. I was sick and out of it for like a whole week, and then finally when I when I wanted to sit down and watch this after I felt better, it still just kept hitting me. But I got it out. We're good. It should come out probably Friday. So you guys are obviously watching, so I hope it came out Friday. But I'll see you guys next week for the next. Well, actually, I'll see you guys in a couple of days for the next episode. So if you liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I've got the full length reaction up on Patreon. And if you enjoy the content that I make, please subscribe. It really helps me out. I'll see you guys.